Hello, it's me, Troubadour, and I'm Miss Leviathan. So lately, a lot of people, been playing the weekly pack. I'm not much of a weekly gamer myself, but in the pack, there is a late game synergy of Leviathan Team Spirit, and it really got me thinking about, the kind of meta we had in customs just a few months ago. So let me talk about it a little bit, because, for those that weren't around, during that meta, it was a dark time. So let's talk about how crazy the Leviathan is, why it was the strongest pet in the game, why it got nerfed, and why I particularly miss it, even though it's still here. I miss like the old version. So first, let me say, Leviathan absolutely deserves to get nerfed. That pet was stupid broken, and it deserved every nerf it got. And I think it's still in a decent place now. You just have to have the right team around it, like with Team Spirit you saw in the weekly pack. But let's talk about how Leviathan used to work. So Leviathan, it was kind of a do everything pet. So basically at the end of turn, it would summon a 10/10 fish, give it 2 experience. And then basically that meant that you got a free summon to put on your team, so you could have an empty board space or whatever and cycle stuff in and out. You got it with the decently stats, like 12/12 summon out, like level 1 is not bad, Second, it was a free level up for things like the Team Spirit, or also just giving you a extra tier up, is basically like a wyvern in there if you think about it, in a similar sort of way. It also had the fish could give you extra stats, just a little bit extra scaling, and you could sell the fish to give yourself money. So it worked with money, it worked with XP, it worked with summons, it worked with force squad, it worked with buy sell. It worked with everything, and it was really, really good at all of them, So that's why Leviathan was the best pet in the game. And on top of that, if you run it with Team Spirit, it was insane. You could even get some crazy high rolls if you had a level 3 Leviathan with like double starfish, giving you your whole team like plus 9/9 a turn, for like if you had like a level 3 starfish or whatever. Like, it was insane. I used to remember running like Leviathan, double level 2 starfish, and then like some pet I won the achievement of, and you would literally get 50/50s. Like, as long as your Leviathan was level 3 and you're selling that level 3 fish every turn, like, you would get 50/50s in like 3 turns. It was so insanely broken and absolutely deserved all the nerfs it got. Which, for those that don't know, how Leviathan got changed is it switched from end turn to start of turn. So that way you are restricted to only having 4 pets in the battle. If you want to make sure that fish gets summoned at the start of the next turn, you can still run it with pets like Macaque or Orca Mantis, but that fish, it's not going into battle, if you want to make sure you still get the extra fish summon the next turn. And then 2, they made the fish stats smaller. It now starts at an 8/8 and a 16/16 and 24/24 instead of like a 12. Instead of basically the final fish, instead of being 12/24/36, it's now 10/20/30, which is a lot more fair. And of course, you have to have space on your team and yada yada for going to battles, so the stats don't matter as much on top of that. But yeah, very fair nerfs. Now you really don't see Leviathan too much outside of some weekly packs and stuff like that. But yeah, Leviathan, for those that pay attention to my channel, like I said, I did a lot of Leviathan, not just for videos. I did like 4 try-hard-twos or whatever. Like, I just like to play it. I don't know what it was. Yes, I know it's broken, and I'm not immune to, running broken stuff, obviously. But just something about the way Leviathan worked just clicked in my brain. It was just, I don't know, something about it was really, really enticing, and I'll be honest, I had fun running a stupid broken Leviathan back in the day. Like, that's the only way I can explain it, is it was just really fun and I enjoyed playing it. So that's why, I kind of miss it, but I wouldn't ever want it back. You know what I mean? I'm kind of looking at it through rose-tinted glasses, because if Leviathan was back in the game, in like the old Leviathan, it'd be just as stupid as all these axolotl teams we're seeing nowadays and stuff like that. Like, I understand that. But just something about the way the old Leviathan worked was just so much fun. And so I just kind of felt, you know what? Let's just do a Leviathan team. I went and grabbed a pack from like the last time I ran Leviathan, which I think it was from like a Leviathan video I did right after it got nerfed, where I was like, yeah, it's still really strong, but not as strong, and that was basically where I left it at, which I still kind of agree. So I basically grabbed that custom pack, switched out some pets because of, you know, changes with the updates. And this was my first run. Yeah, this was my first try. So now with the old version, I really like to run it with Starfish. Problem with the Starfish is you really had to high roll the level 3 Leviathan or else you'd run out of hearts too fast. Honestly, running with Team Spirit is just way more consistent and you still get plenty of scaling. I think it's totally better just to run Leviathan Team Spirit. So I think I still had Starfish in the pack just in case, you know, I hit the Starfish high roll, I could do that. So, but yeah, here we already hit the level 2 Behemoth. We've got the Elk buffing our Marmoset to the moon with the sell value, which, by the way, if you can pull an Elk pivot off, like if you've got Elk on your team early and you're maintaining lives, you know your team is going to end up being a high roll because the amount of gold you can get in one turn from Elk is just absolutely stupid. It's just way too much gold, and it just leads to you facing the most miserable teams all the time. You know what I mean? Like everyone who hits the Elk high roll, you're like, why do they have all 50-50s by turn 11? Oh, because they sold an Elk, they got all these crazy stuff, and then I just lose because of that. So yeah, that's kind of where I finished off. Where was I going with this? I'm getting so rambly this video. But yeah, Elk is crazy, and that's why you see me running it on the team, and that's why it's able to enable this high roll. I mean, I have a level 2 Behemoth and a level 2 Leviathan on this team. Right now, I'm trying to make space. I really want the Mongoose. I was thinking about selling the Elk so that I could, you know, get a second level 2 fish from the Leviathan, combine them together for another level 3, but I decided I'd rather just get the extra sell value. Get a peanut here, which actually goes pretty well. The peanut butter works really nice. They get a box fish from Orca. Don't know if that actually mattered, but we're able to take a draw. And yeah, we're gonna pop off this turn because we're finally gonna sell that Marmoset once we get a chance. Look at that, we get another Leviathan. Oh man, this is like, you know this team is going to be something nasty, dude. Is it this turn I start popping off? Basically, right now, I'm just kind of looking for Leviathan levels, and I'm looking for Starfish or Team Spirit. There we go. Like I said, it kind of works with both. Because I'm already almost to level 3 Leviathan, I figured Starfish could be okay to have on the team. But then I found a Team Spirit as well, and I'm like, screw it. Whichever one I find first, you know, I already get Starfish value right there, but I'm like, whichever one I can find first, might as well just level up that one and run with that for the team. And so yeah, we're just kind of rolling for Team Spirit or Starfish, and check out what happens here. That's right, I found a Sloth. You are kidding me. Oh my gosh, are you, dude? The Sloth, well, I'm trying to go for the Leviathan on my first try. It's a sign, dude. We gotta pull the Sloth in the team. It doesn't even matter that I already have the level 3 achievement, you know? I've gotten the level 3 achievement, and I think I've gotten level 3 Sloth wins once or twice on the channel as well. So like, I've already done it like 2 or 3 times, but like, if you have a Sloth gifted to you, you gotta go for it. It doesn't matter what run you're on, especially one where I'm high rolling this hard. Oh my gosh, peanut butter, did you see that peanut butter? That peanut butter was insane. But anyway, whether I'm high rolling this hard, you know I gotta run with it. Now, fortunately, the Crisp gets the Sloth there, so I can't use Venus Flytrap to get Sloth levels. But that's okay, I can use it to get my level 3 Leviathan. I use the chocolate on the fish because I get an extra Team Spirit trigger, and I'm going to sell the fish for 3 gold anyway, so it's basically spending 0 money for a free Leviathan or Team Spirit buff. And yeah, we're going to pick up the peanut again because it put in so much work last turn. And we hold the Venus Flytrap some more, hoping to get some more sloths because we are basically set up for success. We only have 1 Team Spirit, mind you, but we already have the level 2 Behemoth and level 3 Leviathan on turn 13. I think we'll do all right. We face Matchman running Abomination and Wombat. That's so much fun. I think he's done a video or like 7 on that synergy, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we're going to start popping off this turn. Now, we are going to go ahead and sell that fish. Are we going to go for level 3 Team Spirit? Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're not going to do the Venus Flytrap yet because that was a draw. What am I saying? But yeah, any chocolates we find, we're going on the Sloth. Like I said, we are already set up for success. I can afford to buy the chocolates for the Sloth, which is not very often. I also get free scaling in return. Face full ability last, running like basically 1 billion chickens with all that stuff. And we lose because of the trumpets. You are kidding me. I can't lose now. I got the Sloth on the team. My old friend Leviathan's putting in work. Okay, I take it back. This fish summons. I was wrong about the stats. It looks like it starts as like a 20, it ended up being a 24-24. I don't know. I got it in front of me. Okay, so it doesn't end up being 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30. I think it ends up being 8, 16, and 24 on the levels, and it used to be 10, 20, 30. I don't remember how much they nerfed it. Whatever. The new version, I end at 24, 24 on the level 3 fish. So yeah, extra nerf compared to what I talked about earlier. Our behemoth's at 64, 64. We also got decent stats. We got a 24, 24 sloth. Peanut butter is pretty cool there as well. Kind of waste our melon, but I'm not too worried about this Tatzelworm team. Yeah, we're actually going to take a win. And because we survive with the sloth, I get to use the Venus flytrap here. Not only that, I have a chocolate and a blobfish on the team as well. Dude, I'm thinking this is it. I've got to get the level 3 sloth again, dude. Oh man, this has to be it. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead. I don't know what order I'm doing these in. I guess go for the blobfish. I don't care. I'm gonna get it to level 2.66 this turn. Ooh, an oyster. That's pretty cool. Thank you. We hit that. We hit that. And now we're just looking for one more chocolate. We'll freeze the melon to give to our sloth there. There's our crow. So we're gonna hit the level 3 sloth next turn, as long as we don't lose. What do we face here? We face someone else running peanut butter at the front, but our behemoth is too huge because Leviathan. Let's go, Leviathan. Oh, and here we go. We get the melon. Ooh, gotta be careful there. Almost ripped it too early and replaced like a lemon. That would have been sad. We get it on the sloth. We get the fish. We'll take the oyster as well and an extra peanut butter. But yeah, the crow, the chocolate. We have the level 3 sloth. We are in go mode. And like, look at this team. Turn 17. I have almost a 2 50-50s, and our behemoth's almost 100-100. We got peanut butter at the front with enough tack to break through a melon. I think we are on the right path. Look at that team. All mushrooms with lioness scaling. Super interesting idea. Not really sure what the synergy was other than shop scaling, but our stats are just too high. And we got one more to go. The Leviathan, the return. We gotta do it. Come on. Oh, we hit 50-50s. We hit 100-100. And so I'm like, you know what? We don't really need the fish summon anymore from the Leviathan. We've maxed out our stats. Let's just go for Bakunawa. I got a couple on level up, and Bakunawa is absolutely busted. So we get the level 2 Bakunawa on the last turn as well. Dude, how do you beat this team? Seriously, this is way too good. 3 maxed out pets, including 100-100. You got the Sleepy as well. What do we face in the last turn? Who is our final challenger? It's a summon team. Like, what? Okay, now, it would be scary if they had like a flea or something. Because you can see they're actually chunking down my behemoth pretty well, but they are running out of summons. The shark is not enough, and we take the win. First try with the Leviathan and the level 3 sloth. You love to see it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed me rambling about Leviathan. Like I said, I'm glad it's nerfed, but I still enjoy using it, and it's just a fun pet. The pack in the description, anyone wants to try it, though be warned, if you use this pack, you are not allowed to call other teams cringe anymore, because this pack is cringe. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do the generic stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next video, but until then, as always, stay true.